Hi guys, welcome. I'm Jana, and I just cannot resist. I had to go back and purchase some more RMS products. The obsession I have for them, it's real. I love them. I'm loving it. At the end, I'm going to go over these products that I use today because there's some that I don't love quite as much as others. Before I go on, I have to go over a few things that I forgot in the Spring Fling video to mention because I was just so excited to use the product. The first thing that I want to mention is that the powder, the blushes, and I believe it's the bronzer also, they are refillable. Now, me personally, I'm probably not going to go through a whole blush, but I'm sure there's people out there that when they find their go-to blush, they use it and they use it every day. So if you are interested in refillables, the refillables are $29. And then the whole case is $36. And then also, this is what I forgot to mention. If you buy from their website, I highly recommend signing up for the rewards if you have not already. Their rewards program, it's so good in my opinion. You can earn up to 10% back on your purchase. And then, so the next time or however you want, if you want to keep saving it up, eventually you'll have money to use towards a purchase, which I think that is fantastic. And then also they have free US shipping. So no matter what amount you buy, it's free shipping. I mean, that just makes me want to purchase. When I have free shipping, I'm getting money back on my purchase, even if it is for like store credit. I'm all about that. So I went on the website and I picked up two more shades of the blush. I picked up Kier Royale and then also Crystal Slipper. Picked up the bronzer in Tan Lines. And I picked up their Hydra setting powder. So I'm very excited to be using these products today. So then, because my obsession is real, after I placed this order, I decided I was, because I just love to do like research when I'm buying something. I want to know the shades. I want to know how people are liking it, how they're using it. So I went on to YouTube and I was watching some videos, and then I remember Jen Phelps put up a video not that long ago using RMS. So I was watching her video again, and I think I missed this somehow the first time I watched it. She said that you can purchase RMS products on Amazon. She's even checked with the brand to make sure, that it was legit. And they said yes, that Amazon is one of their buyers. So I went on there because I was just curious to see what they offer and what they had. I found two shades of their blushes, the whole component for $25. So I picked up two more shades. Could not resist. I could not resist. That's less than the refillable. So I picked up Hanky Panky and Bermuda Rose. When we get started, we're going to swatch everything to see how it's looking. And then I do also want to say, please do not take my obsession to heart for you guys, because what I like, you guys might not like. So just kind of take it with a grain of salt. This is just my opinion and what I'm liking at the moment. So I just don't want to, I don't want to influence you guys to buy something that you're not going to like. So, but what I was thinking was, because I'm kind of curious on what it is exactly that I'm loving about the RMS products. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use RMS on one side, and on the other side, I'm going to use some of my absolute favorite products. There's nothing wrong with them. I love them. I love them so much. So we're going to see, and then I'm just going to kind of try to figure out what exactly it is my obsession is. Then when I placed my order with RMS, I did also pick up a free sample. It's been used and abused, guys, already, so having a little Ziploc bag. But it's a free sample of their creams. It is their bronzer, blush, and their luminizer. I'll go through the shades and everything in a little bit. But I have to say that their products, the cream products, are made with coconut oil. I'm very, very sensitive to coconut oil. So I did the other day test it out. I had to run some errands. So I literally just put on only foundation and the cream products, no setting spray, no powders, because I just wanted to test it out. This is the second time I'm going to be testing it out today, and we're going to see how it wears, because I am very sensitive to how the creams perform. So today I'm going to try the creams out how I would normally wear them, with powders and setting spray, and then we're going to see how they wear. I'll let you guys know if you're sensitive to coconut oil too, either in the description box or in a comment. I'll leave a little pin note in the video to let you know what happened. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using one of my new Moon Dust Berry Fizz, and I'm pairing it with the Glow palette. I do want to say that my next video is going to be duping an eyeshadow palette. So if you guys love dupe videos and you haven't subscribed, you might want to hit it right now. Hit it hard, hit it quick, hit it fast. You know which button to hit. All right, guys, I think I covered everything. Let's get started. All right, I'm so super excited to swatch these. I got them about 5 days ago, and I've just been busy, but I have been tempted a couple of times to swatch, but I didn't let myself. I always think it's so much fun to come on here and do it with you guys. All right, so I'm going to start out with a cream bronzer that comes in the sample packet. I'm going to do that on this side. And then I'm going to use Bon Bon cream bronzer from Sydney Grace, and we're going to do that on this side. So this is Bariti bronzer. And when I first opened it, I was like, oh no, it's all dried out and it doesn't work anymore. But it does. Let me just get a little bit on here. And then I noticed the other day, it looks almost like a blush to me. It's a beautiful color though. Okay, so it doesn't show up a whole lot. Let me try building it up just a little bit more, but you can see it. It's pretty faint in there, but it's very, very pretty, very natural. And just bringing it a little bit more right here. Probably be a lot easier to use out of a jar than the free sample, but very pretty. All right, now we're going to go in with Bon Bon on this side. I know it's not going to be the same color, and it's a very, very pigmented. And this is again from Sydney Grace. Very pretty though. That is so pretty. It almost actually looks like the same color, only a little bit more pigmented. Yeah, so this one's looking more natural is the word I want to use. Oh boy, am I starting to break out right there? I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. So this one is looking more natural. It just goes like right into the skin. You can see that shine in there. And then this one, it looks very pretty, but it looks more matte. Like you can tell that there's something on top of the foundation and it just looks a little bit more matte. But it's very pretty still. All right, we're gonna come back to the cream blush because I like to put that on over my powder. So we'll do that at the end. Whenever I get free samples like this that I want to reuse, I always like to put them in a Ziploc, get all the air out. And then I usually like just tuck them into like a book, so it keeps them longer. All right, the next thing we are going to do is powder. I think that's our next step. Okay, and it is the Hydra Setting Powder. And does it have a shade? Oh, I got it in light. All right, let's check this out. Okay, got a nice little puff. Pop it open. Oh, okay, that's pretty nice. I think I'm going to start out with the brush. And then we'll go from there. I don't like to go with like a damp sponge, but we're going to start out with a brush, see how it does, and go from there. Very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. All right, next I'm going to go in with the little puff. And I'm just going to press right here. Pretty nice, I must say. I think I'm going to stop right there. So the loose powder on this side, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It's a really nice loose powder. That's what it looks like. I'm going to wipe off the brush and then just go in with what's on the cap. Not bad, not bad. It looks pretty good actually. All right, and then I'm going to use this puff. Just yeah, I think I should go in with a little bit more on the RMS side because I think I have a little bit more powder on here, but that looks really good. Wow. This RMS one may be really good for wintertime when I'm more dry. You know what, actually, I'm going to go in with the other side of this puff, and let's see if maybe it's the puff. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it was the puff. Okay, it's still not as blurring as the Wet n Wild. I have to give it to the Wet n Wild on this one. This is nice. I like it that it keeps the makeup looking like it is. It's not like super matte or super drying, but this side it's very blurred. It looks very nice. All right, so now I did just check in a larger mirror, and I will say that this side looks a lot more natural in person, and then this side it is starting. I can't see cakey, but you can tell if there's makeup on there. So I just did want to note that. All right, the next thing we're going to try out is the Redimension Hydra Bronzer, and it is in the shade Tan Lines. Sounds a little loose. Yep. Be careful, guys. Now I'm going to take this out so I can show you. So these are like the refills that you can get. Just be careful because this is the second one that I got. I got one blush the last time that wasn't snapped all the way in. So just wanted to let you guys know because you don't want to open it and have popping out onto the floor. Is this one? Yeah, this one is not even going all the way. It's not clicking all the way in, is it? Did it finally click all the way in? All right, and this is in Tan Lines. I guess we could give a little swatch, huh? That might be fun. Okay, I'll put it right. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I wanted like a neutral. Has a nice sheen on it. And I have noticed that their products do take some building up, but that's kind of fine by me. I would rather them be have to be built up rather than be so pigmented that it's hard to make it look nice. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. It does look has like a yellowish tint to it, so it's not too bad. We're gonna try out the Bare Minerals in Faux Tan. This is my favorite summertime bronzer. I absolutely love this one. It's just like the perfect neutral shade, not orange. I mean, this one's not too bad. It's not really, really yellow, but it does pull a little bit yellow. So we're going to see what it looks like compared to Tan Lines. You can see it's well loved. Well, maybe not. You can see it's really got a dent going in there. I love this one. This one does not have a sheen as far as I know. Oh yeah, this one's a lot more pigmented too. So me. Yeah, I usually use this one in full summer. They're pretty similar though. This one just has a bit more pigment to it. I'm gonna build this side up a little bit more. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna try a different. I'm actually gonna go in with a different brush. This is from BH Cosmetics from a very long time ago, and we're gonna try that. Maybe just because these are need to be built up so much, maybe a denser brush might be a bit more helpful. Yeah, now I'm getting a lot more payoff. Oh yeah, pretty similar. Yeah, now see I'm starting to get some of that reddish tone in there. That's very pretty. They do look pretty similar though. This one has a slight sheen, but this one does have a little bit going on this side too. So very pretty. I like them both. Yeah, so far so good. All right, I'm going to go back in with the powder brush. This one had the Wet n Wild on it, so I'm going to start on this side. Just want to blend it out a little bit. And we're going to clean it off. Yeah, that's my only thing is you're not getting a lot of powder out at all. Oh, okay, maybe we'll just stick the brush in there. That might work too. All right. Go around the edge a little bit just to blend it out. Okay, much better. All right. All right, so now I am going to, I think we're going to swatch all the blushes and then we're going to do the eye look and then I'll decide what blush we're going to use with it. So the first one is Crystal Slipper. Okay. This one is not rattling, so it should be in there. Oh, that's very pretty. I actually want to compare it to Maiden's Blush. Yeah, actually, no. Now that I see it, it's starting to pop out. So, yeah, be careful when you get your blushes, guys, because they might not be in there all the way. Okay, this one is Crystal Slipper, and this one is Maiden's Blush. Oh, okay, yeah, this one looks like it has a lot more rosy toned in it. The description said that Crystal Slipper was more beige, so I thought that might be good for summertime. Swatched a little bit right here. Let me put in a little bit more. Um, um, Peaches and that just don't really go that well on my skin tone, so I thought maybe something like this. That's very, very pretty. That is very, very pretty. I don't know if that's going to show up. Well, we're going to try it. We'll build it up if I use this one today or whenever I use it. We'll try building it up to see if it works on my skin tone right now. It looks like it might be a winter blush, but you never know. Sometimes these blushes fool you. The next one is Kier Royale. Wow, that one is so, so gorgeous. Let's give it a swatch. Oh, man. All right, this is the bronzer. This one is Crystal Slipper. So I'm going to put Kier Royale right here. Oh, my gosh. That is so pretty. All right, the next one is Hanky Panky. And this one and the next one are the ones that I had picked up on Amazon for $25. Oh, wow. That she looks pigmented. Wow, that is pigmented. All right, and I'm gonna put it right here under this one. Oh, that is so pretty. That's gonna be gorgeous for fall. Oh, wow, it almost looks like it has a shift in it. Almost like a burnt orange, and then that beautiful, like almost blush over it. That's very, oh boy. Yeah, summer to fall, that's gonna be gorgeous. All right, and the last one is Bermuda Rose. I've been opening them very carefully because I don't want them to be falling out. Okay, these are doing okay. That's pretty. That's so pretty. All right, we'll put it right here. So that way we could also compare it to how. Which one was this one? Kier Royale, right? Yeah. So yeah, let me check these out. Oh, okay, yeah, they do look different once I. This one's almost like a bubblegum pink, and then this one's like almost like a pink. I don't want to say burgundy, but it kind of has like a little bit of like burgundy in it. They're very beautiful. And it seems like this one has maybe a little bit more sheen. Very pretty. We've swatched the blushes. Now we're going to get into an eye look and then we'll figure out what blush we're going to use and see how everything's looking. All right, so the Mendes I'm using today is going to be Berry Fizz. I'm going to give a little swatch right now. Let's see if that shows up. Oh yeah, it's like just like this really beautiful purple. And it has so many sparkles, like orange and blue and yellow. So, so pretty. So I'm going to pair it with the Glow palette. And I want to go in like these teals. And then I think probably going with this one. All right, we're going to start in with the Sydney Grace E12. And I'm going to go in with, yes, this one. And I'm going to go in with Aura. It's been a little while since I've used this palette. And I honestly don't remember kind of what the shades were looking like. This looks good because I want to go in with that cream blush in the free trial size and swatched it. I think it will go with this shade. All right, this is the Sydney Grace EO3 and I'm going to tap into Inner Glow. So did you guys see that Ensley Rain is teasing a new palette? It's got a little video and something about Into the Woods. So very intrigued to see the color story on that. Have light on me. What's going on? Oh, which way is it coming through? Not that way. It's peeping through over here. Ah, for the mirror. There we go. Okay, let's move that. There we go. Wondering how that was happening. Now, I'm using a small dose of color brush. I'm going to tap into Good Vibes. All right, ready for some moon dust. I'm going to go in with the NYX glitter glue. I just like to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to tap it on there, and then I'm going to spray it, and we're going to tap. Okay, that's pretty. Build it up just a little bit more. Wow, that is so pretty. This last time I tapped out way too much, so we're just going to build it up a little bit more. All right, I'm going to take the rougher 28, and we're going to tap into this little corner right here where it's like almost electric blue. And I'm going to spray it. And I'm just going to tap right. Oh, oh boy, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow. And I'm just going back in with a little bit of good vibes right on the outer corner. And then picked up just a little bit more of aura. Blend that out. Oh, I'm trying to decide if I want to go in with a deeper outer corner. If I stick to this palette, I have to go in with the blue, which is going to really change it up. All right, I've decided to tap into the Light in Your Eyes palette, and I'm going to go in with the smudger brush. I'm going to go with Grounded. Just get the top. All right, and I wiped all the shimmer off of the rougher 28, and I think we're going to tap into Good Vibes. A little tip, when you're doing your lower lash line, if you don't want it to get out of control, just put the pigment on one side of your brush. As you can see, there's like not very much, just on the very tip on this side. But all the pigment's on this side. So I don't want it to go too low, so I'm just going to put the pigment facing up towards my eye. And that way it doesn't get too low. Right, I'm going to go with the Ripper 02, and we're going to go into Aura. This one I am tapping on both sides. All right, time to decide on blush. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in with Bermuda Rose. All right, so my first pick with this would be Bermuda Rose, but because I'm going to do RMS on this side and then a favorite on this side, I'm actually going to let's start out with Crystal Slipper. You can also test it out and see how well it shows up. All right, I'm going to leave it there for right now. Cleaning off my brush. Why don't I pick up another one of these brushes? I mean, it's like, what, $5? All right, the blush I'm going to go with on this side is Laura Mercier. And I'm going to go with Fresco. I think this is pretty similar. It's almost the same color. It has a nice sheen on it. So I did clean my brush off again. Yeah, that's very similar. This one might be a little bit more pigmented. Clean the rest off of the brush, which really surprised me for Laura Mercier because I thought maybe it would go in a bit lighter. All right. I think, should I build this side up a little bit more? I don't know. I think it's looking okay. From the looks out of it right now, this side looks more blurred and matte, but this side looks more natural, I would say. Now we're going to go with the cream blush. Does it match? I have no idea. We're going to find out. And I went through my, what is going on? What is going on today with the sun? That's kind of cool though, isn't it? It's like an eyeshadow on my neck. All right, let's move stuff. Is that better? Okay, I went through my collection. I do not have anything close to this. I would describe this almost like a bubble gum pink, and I have warm pinks. I've got like a cool tone pink, but I don't have anything quite like this. What shade is this? Demure, Lip to Cheek. So I think I'm just going to use this on both sides, and then also I could see if it ends up breaking out or not. So this is Demure, right? Demure. Tap into it. All right, very pretty. All right, now we're gonna go in with the illuminator, and this is in the shade Living. I did the last time I did order stuff from RMS, I picked up Champagne Rose. So I'm gonna swatch these on the back of my hand so we can see if they look any different. It's such a sheer formula. I honestly, it's like I don't know why they have shades. They kind of look the same, but we're going to find out. So this one is Rose Champagne. And as you can see, it's just very sheer and it is sticky. That's the only thing I did not like about these. Okay, and then this one is Living. So I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. Perhaps a little bit. Okay, and they're kind of hard to see. Okay, where do I have it at? Okay, yeah, so it's like right here. So let me put this one right here. Okay, yeah, you can tell a difference. Yeah, this one's a lot more white on my skin, and this one just blends in. So, again, this is the shade Living, and this is Champagne Rose. Why can I not remember the name of this one? Champagne Rose, yeah. So, all right. So on this side, I'm going to go in with Living. Let me grab a little bit more. Wow, that is okay. I hope this blends in. Holy moly. That is blinding. I think I'm gonna grab my. Should I grab my sponge? It looks like it is starting to go in now. Okay, so it does blend in. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's the shade Living. All right, so the closest thing that I have for this side is from Sydney Grace, and it is in the shade Sugar Cookie. Now, these are completely different. This is like a very sheer, glossy type of highlight. If you saw, what is it, my Spring Fling haul, I used it in there and my hair stuck to it. So I do go over this with the powder. This is just like a regular cream highlighter. So this is Sugar Cookie. So I'm just going to tap a little bit into this one. And you can see they are almost identical. But I believe the formula is going to be different. These, I have not had any problem with them sticking to my hair. But it's not, how do I explain this? This one blends completely into the skin. And then this one, I mean, I can see the product still on it, if that makes sense. It's still very beautiful. Yeah, still so pretty. That is beautiful. But this one is like glossy, shiny in your face. Very pretty. Yeah, can we see that? I don't think you can see it on camera. This one has like a very shiny glow, while this one just, you can tell it lays right on top of the skin. And it could also be from the different products that I used. I used that Wet and Wild powder instead of this powder, so that might change it also. So very interesting. But besides that, I think we're done. I'm going to go finish my eyes up, find a lip. Yes, I think we're done. And I'll give you guys my final thoughts. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I did forget to go with the inner corner, so I think I'm going to go, use this half of She's Magic. And just tap it in right there. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I love this. I think it's so pretty. I'm so obsessed with the moon dust. I just love them. I do have some thoughts on the blushes, the powders, and the cream from RMS, but first let me tell you what I finished off with. For the lower lash line, I went in with Lavender from LA Girl. Went in with BFF from ColourPop for lip liner, and went in with Pollen from Unearthly. You know, I don't see these lip glosses on their website anymore, and I'm very sad. This is like my favorite go-to this spring. I mean, it's almost gone. What am I gonna do? Got a little left. It's not gonna make it past this year. It's not. All right, now for the RMS products. All right, when I went in, I really went in to go check, to look at everything and get a really close up. The All right, I went in with the sample luminizer, but it's the same thing. It does look like it lifted a little bit because when I go in, it looks very patchy, like even right here. And it also looks, I don't know if you guys can see, like I have two bumps right here. I think that might be from the coconut oil. I'm going to keep my eye on it. If you guys have problems with coconut oil, I'm going to try to remember to leave an update either in the description or in a comment below. So I don't think the creams are going to work out for me too well. But as for the powders, I really love the powders. Both sides look pretty close. It's just right here, like in when you're not on camera, like in real life, it just looks a little bit more makeup-y. I mean, it's not terrible. Um, it's just more blurred. That's what I would say. It's more blurred over here. And then this side is looking more natural. Definitely gonna play with everything a little bit more. And I think I would just like mix and match. So because I love the shimmer and all that, but I would like it just a little bit more blurred like this. But it's just like, especially the blushes. The Laura Mercier one actually surprised me because I thought it would be more what's the word I'm looking for? Sheer, I guess, and like more where you could just like build it up. But I was just so surprised that it was like so pigmented and I had to blur it out. And I just feel like that makes it look a little bit more thick. I don't know exactly what the word I'm looking for is, but it just looks like the more layers you have on, you know, it looks more thick, and so that's what they. But I mean, both sides look like I don't really know which side I prefer more. I think I do like the blush in that on this side, but I do like the Wet and Wild in there a little bit more, where it blurred everything. But I'm gonna play around with everything. I'm definitely gonna be doing a review probably end of the month or first part of next month of all the products that I bought. Have I covered everything? I think I have. I think that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you again. So be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.